our people. We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
Alright, this is Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Shortly, time for now, bring come to you with news and current affairs program. Good morning, Salon. Stay tuned to 98.1 FM for the very best in radio listen.
Welcome to the final edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2026. And we bring this program come to you this morning. My name is Chegno Jalo.
And my name is Yeno Kabia. Good morning. Inside the program today, according to the Chief Executive Officer, na the Road Maintenance Fund Administration, Engineer Mohamed Kalon, the Memorandum of Understanding where they don't sign with the International Labour Organization, go make them do maintenance per feeder road and bridge them na the country. Yvonne Akisoya, the mayor of Freetown City Council, say the CBD area action plan where the Freetown City Council and them partner they don't get go bring developments na the central business districts. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go look at the measures them where SLRSA, ports, and other partners they don't put in place for make container driver them begin do the right thing them. We go prevent container accidents not for happen.
Well, this and plenty other stories them they inside the program. Member saying AfriCell, the Power Radio Democracy for bring the Good Morning Salon program come to you. You they get we live on our Facebook page and self-YouTube page and radio stations them across the country. You go listen to you on Radio Shalom 89.5 na Konaduga and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujan District, Radio Colenten 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moa 105.5 na Kailaon, Vopar Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Potloko District, Radio Katsbame 106.7 na Tonko Limba Heart FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District and Tongo Radio 107.5. The program na Good Morning Salon. You can be part of the program by way I go send a text message to the number 077-981-981 or drop a comment on our Facebook and YouTube page.
Well, the program they continue and inside the program they start for look at issues them. The director of NGO Affairs now the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, Eric Masali, say the meeting where they all with NGO them for talk but they work challenge them and couple them where they get for implement them projects them. Adeyemi gets more and go now reports.
One of the major role of NGO them na any country for take development of people where they live na hard to reach area them, but plenty time concern whether they come up na that government and the ordinary people knocking know about the thing them where NGO then they do na the country because gap can day where a camper communication business for address them challenge them here. Make the Directorate of NGO Affairs and the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development they come up with the information platform system where this system they for make both local and international NGO come explain about the project them where they implement the money where they can get from their partner them for implementing different project them with this for they in line with government national medium-term development plan. Wednesday, May 13 this year, Action Aid, Christian Aid and Concern Worldwide don't go present the activity plan and budget to the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development through the Directorate of NGOs Affairs. Where it talk, the Director of NGOs Affairs and the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, Eric Masale talk about the reason for this meeting.
Well, basically, for promote accountability and transparency, we don't make a timetable. For every month, 2 weeks of every month, we get organizations 3 per week where they come and present to we the projects, the budget, and of course, those are the sustainability plans. Because now we know, say, resources don't they drop as a result of the global challenges and everything. So one for harness the limited resources. But how would they be for harness? And one, and for many can present to what are the activities. Secondly, the budget, how they ready for use the budget, and then the locations. Because we actually want to see how they're able to distribute the services equitably. So look at the locations, and then if the locations and they will call our locations we well served, then we ask them for many other locations and we underserved, and then see what they can do. We also get the opportunity, the parliamentarians, the committee on AXA and NGO, the chairman and the members of parliament, the desk officers, the technical heads of the desk office, the line ministries, then get the opportunity for ask the NGOs and questions of what they do and how they go about for doing. Because actually, again, we want to ensure there is harmonized approach to service delivery, and above all that, they use standards and specifications with government on set for implementing projects.
The board chair for the Saloon Association of Non-Governmental Organization, Christian Kamara, described the meeting as social accountability and opportunity for make NGO them talk about their success and challenge and how they done the work for improve the life of ordinary people.
What they're doing in those various communities, but also we have people who are going to verify by giving testimonies in terms of how their lives have been transformed, but also their communities are as well in those various communities. It's a testament of the good work that our members do in those various communities. So in as much as we present as NGOs, but then we have people who are going to verify to say, yes, I am a beneficiary of this program, and our communities have been transformed based on their intervention. So today is going to be like a social accountability, and we are glad that as NGOs we could do this. And thanks again to MOPED for initiating this, and I'm sure even Parliament will benefit quite a lot because we've had quite a lot of engagement where we have been invited to Parliament. So the chairman and the deputy and others being here to hear what we do, and now beneficiaries also testify, makes it easier whenever we have been invited to Parliament.
The Ministry of Health, a government body, where they for develop policy and law them for improve the well-body sector. We make the medical superintendent for the Rokopa Government Hospital, Dr. Alpha Karim Sherif, say because of the partnership between NGO and the ministry, make them not able to reduce maternal and child death in the hospital them.
Over the years, Sierra Leone has been one of the countries that has been recording high maternal death in the world. Statistics in 2000 showed that there was 1,688 women dying by every 100,000 women giving birth. And then that was very high. And so the Minister of Health, together with the partners, community and healthcare workers, thought it fit that we all need to come together and see how best we can reduce and prevent those preventable maternal deaths and also child death. As I speak, Sierra Leone was recognized as one of the countries in the world with a massive reduction within the shortest period of time of maternal death and child death. Current statistics shows that we have 358 in 2023.
Inside in own talk, the Deputy Development Secretary, Ministry of Plan and Economic Development, Usman Conte, say this platform go help promote transparency and accountability, and self go help government for know but the different thing them we NGO them they do in the country.
That one also is important. It tells us as a government that we are really delivering services to the people, and also we identify the challenges and we provide solutions, because no challenge is insurmountable. As long as there is a will, there is always a way, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
During this meeting, the country director for Concern Worldwide, Christian Aid and Action Aid, will do PowerPoint presentation with a different activity, budget and future plan. Where the activity them here, according to the country director them, but the 3 NGO them will be present at this meeting, say the different program them, they in line with government medium-term national development plan, and self end up for say they will continue for work with government for take development now hard to reach area them. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the reports.
The program we listen to now, Good Morning Salon, it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As here, we headline story this morning inside the program this morning. We talk to different people them across different sectors them for know what the role we them go play for tap the too much container accident way don't they be now the country more especially free on this BNTM. So for can get this discussion done, we get to tweet somebody from the Salon Safety Authority now the body way government give the mandate for enforce laws and we're going to make the road be safe for people with the use them. That's not the director of road and safety and self-enforcement at the Salon Woods Authority. In your name now Augustine Kaitonge. Go tell Fambul good morning.
Good morning, me Famudem. Good morning, everybody.
We also get somebody from the transport on indigenous transport owners association with this now body we own vehicle them way then containers who can use for carry different goods. Then we get the chairman for that particular organization. They in name na Isa Izosise.
Fambulem on good morning.
We also get the landlord them now Wataki way under their supervision all them containers so they load and come out for can distribute them good. So we get the head of media and public relations when Mr. Kakpindi Vangi. Good morning again.
Good morning and thank you very much.
And I hope I get the name right.
Mark Ivan Kakpindi Vangi.
Okay, thank you so much for that one. They wanna continue for the program, you know.
Well, the program where they listen to now, Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we don't introduce with studio guests, them now they start the discussion, and we go over to now start and first with Mr. Kaitonge. We don't see owner responsible for say the road then safe and people able for work on the road, motor car they in good condition, able for driving at the road so that people go safe and plenty accident not go be. Of recent, we don't see the plenty concern we don't come out for sake of the container accident we don't happen. Outside people don't they lost their life. So far so good. Wait till you go and say where this year start the different accidents then we don't start. Outside people don't they lost their life. When a container don't they cause one have they then use the Air Force. I wanna been take them up.
We actually feel sad that the things that happen, and we pray say the one that they lost their life, may God give their eternity. And the Sahel Safety Authority, now agency like we rightly say established by law in this country, from where we actually get a mandate for enforce road safety. And when we enforce road safety, we get a lot of key partners that will relate to it. I'm happy that all of the key stakeholders, as far as the issue from how we able use the strategy we will use for prevent the unfortunate situation that we have recently not happen again. When that incident be happen, I think within the next 15-20 minutes, I was there with the DTO within Jue and the toll gate, and a lot of challenges there.
Mr. Kaitunge, one quick one. Then they now one of before that they happen, we don't see plenty accident and only happen. We container don't the cause.
Of course, yes, and that is why we actually be done the relate with the ITOA in Wataki and also the port. We get a very good collaboration with the work with them because then at the landlord like with me, brother be say, when you want for operating a port, they get their own role where they play. Where they play, now they get the host. So when you want for operating that host and they give you the leverage from a good and we be only actually get that kind good collaboration with them where we they go with the checkmate their drivers them now the key. We don't go to 420 vehicles them. We prohibited vehicles say they in trucks they say we are not for run on the road based on the mandate. But the lacunas when the lapses get for do it, you don't go prohibit motor car and you don't get that kind of authority in the law for me so say that motor cannot ever run. But they prohibit by law for me that driver we will understand say you identify deficiencies and defects and that much carry and for move forward at all.
Let me move away a bit from the accident and wouldn't they be and go back to looking at the safety policy or law within place when it comes to the regulation of them container also.
Of course the container so the any law we actually they for any vehicle they run in this country they get and that is why the SLIC has been enforcing. But difference good is small. For instance, my brother and I when I did jar, no say when you they actually pull container now attacking that container forget twist lock. The essence of using the twist lock now for me actually any thing no go happen with that motor they get fall over way that container no go fall down. And because of that kind of measures that they will be on the midst of they implement them. Even when this accident happen, it be unfortunate that we don't lose up to 7 or 8 people. But I tell you for sure, say if that kind of policy will be on the meet to them and they are not be enforced and that container not be get twist lock because it will be more disastrous. Because the container actually a mechanical problem happen with time where it going cause that problem, but still the container not be able over because we get twist lock, we get chain. And this is one policy we will be done they actually enforce strictly alongside the Sierra Leone police, the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority, with the driver senior. We also go there with the get engagement with the drivers because mind you, when you they try for enforce road safety and want for achieve again a lot of several components we get for look at. For instance, the driver behavior, the impact of impulsiveness, anger and aggression where they go is beat na road. We could cause the accident here. So we don't meet with them, we engage with them, we talk to them. See, when you drive, for instance, you don't need for actually take tramadol, you don't need for take kush. We do breath test. Now the key for more ensure say we are certain actually alcohol content. We say I don't get a threshold when at 0.6%. So these are all policies where we don't do with the port, we actually engage them. We go to the facility, we kind of radio stations, we talk to them, say, yes, this is not the, for one container, we get defective tire. For us to speed with that container there. So when we exhibit the vehicle, say, like the vehicle will get this accident. So it's not like say with us. And when we don't check with it, because we get for shout, all key stakeholders, including the GETAM, the Sierra Leone Police, the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority, for make we able ensure say the containers there will be done tell we don't prohibit them. They're not for run. And secondly, those where they do now consistently with the goodie. Very recently we don't go on too much if you get to Mintimagai, you see the conditions, the mechanical conditions
I asked you what in the law and the policy say, but then container also using the road. You say one key criteria for me then get twist lock, whether one did prevent them not for fall over doing the movements them. If you don't say that one day, the next week will come now somebody in mind now will listen to this program now. How comes this law in place but we get container they fall down here and there?
Okay, and we get container the way they fall down here and there, they look at and say when they get twist lock enough fall over the container not fall over. Meaning the policy will be actually engaging the ITOA people on together with the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority for many apply is working. And they fall over, for me we also look at and say, road safety is a very critical activity where entails every component. Where other stakeholders they involved into it. For instance, we don't see a situation na Porty where you continue the road over as a result of the nature of the road out a day. So you go see and say, SLI key in this when they get the authority for make them make the rules. If you see a container like that don't fall over, when you look at this container will fall over. So now tire actually boss now the motor car we get tire boss and the driver they try for control the vehicle and able actually run into people traders and the traders they now road. You look at the people they do the beat map. These now passengers they try for also move from okay for going to the various
so
destinations.
So we can talk about una findings we wanna do for sake of this container we big accident now okay. You don't talk about the different thing and don't talk the law and policies them. Let me talk now. It's only way you don't talk the safety measures them for letting kind thing no happen again apart from container. Waiting on safety measures they wanna get wanna be don't put in place.
Of course the safety measures we get for apply because this thing was very alarming and you get other institutions that were very
before now be get safety measures.
Yes,
so waiting at them.
The safety measures that they are applying so we don't need to they tell us say forget twist lock now the motor car. If we ensure say that driver where they employ again license for common and that is why we don't sign out a press release with the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority. When are the landlord for them measures there are the criteria, there are the parameters there we don't put in place. No container no for common will be ready for work as serious thing with the ITO.
But the container then still they come out without twist lock, una self go confirm that one day. So the question now, what's in that monitoring policy? How well are they monitoring container?
Monitoring policy actually they very effective. The staff then are even 98.1 k but attest to that. Few days back, we don't go out, we don't arrest several vehicles, we don't try for also get stakeholder collaboration with the ITOA people.
So, Mr. Kaitonge,
understand, say, they tell where they happen, so, again, for two people who they lost their life, and anybody who lost their life, now, again, economic, actually, consequences for
so,
Sahara Leone go get, like we are so, and they work, they pay me out of that money, I get pay you when I pay us at the end, government they get her, my family they survive from her. So when that person they die, it become a whole problem.
The
so
time now one way people be concerned, but first when I been say after 10 o'clock now it's container they for ride. Now they say any hour then container then they pass na free on when they not tie even for going to the provinces and all. How now don't they monitor than they for say they stick to the time or na get particular time when I tell them say na then time here then container here for.
We get time that we container that they we actually they come out we I believe say the ITOA policy self care attest to that. For instance, you get container where they carry get perishable goods. That container if they come a one for good discharge actually that kind of goods now by just state. We ensure say a day we did it, the Sahara Leone police did it, and we also actually know say the port the ITOA people they did it. So when that container they go, we ensure say it's safe, they get twist lock, actually enter inside, and they get time waiting for actually enter.
So waiting at the time.
Areas.
Waiting at the time.
Certain areas. For instance, you look at areas that we when are built up areas Abacha State, we say people they gather, we don't see situation.
So almost o'clock container they keep for passing Abacha State.
When Abacha State, they know they pass the we don't stop that.
Mr. Kaitonge, this is not a secret now. We all can go na tongue. They see they didn't Abacha Street even in the morning hours. Even say any hour they see container they go park na the streets, begin for offload them goods them.
Not to actually every hour that they park they offload. We get timeline we.
So waiting at the time for Abacha Street.
The time they go there and there's 6 o'clock because in any case again, if that container
6 in the evening or the morning.
In the evening, if that container not go. For me, you go discharge that goods. How if you say there traders that we will get in a set goods so that we will use for sale. So we regulate that process.
Okay.
The police also they up and running where they work because they give support.
Okay.
They are in charge of internal security. So they give that kind of support for more ensure say we regulate that process.
We continue for the within the program. We can look at more that area them when container them for use their routes and they make mention of Abacha Street which is 6 p.m. then permissible for use onwards. Okay, so we can watch at other place them we very congested, but you will see anytime and now container in the use the way that one day you say we got testing or say for the only then come to another studio guest way now Isa Izo Sise in the chairman Indigenous Transport Owners Association. As I mentioned earlier on the program, this not the body way they in charge of them vehicular so way they load them container. So welcome to the program again.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't hear what Mr. Kaitonge say. Talk about safety policies them where they in place. Who are members them supposed to abide by? What on a position on their safety policy?
Me, generally, just a new elected chairman. I acknowledge the fact say we drivers them on that of owners we get some flaws them. We at times it can lead to them particular problem. Yeah. But notwithstanding, the thing where I go say my new executive who I get, we work tediously for at least try to fix up them particular problem. That's where they cause the accident. So one, in the area of where my brother just mentioned, say Abacha Street and that's of other places there, as to the moderator just asked, which not the time we then container for come out. You get different type of containers. For example, you get containers that were sensitive, for example, like the Bank of Salon. It doesn't have any time limits because whether be it daytime, they get apply the routes. The thing we may say now, so we watch most of the time where this containerization, the word container, not a normal cargo, means say we get to take all the safety measures in place. There are times you could see say this truck has a brand new truck, but yet still it gets accidents. Because we get what we call a root cause of accidents. These are some of the things they would ignore. And when we basically don't look, like we look at the Abacha Street there at one time, the road down for Abacha Street, if you look at that road network there, it's not conducive at all for container. I don't drive behind one truck, and they go down the road, and nets people in the off the road, 2 o'clock, but when you reach there, it's so scary. The balancing. Now God will make that container not for done. But it not get anything for do with the truck not good, it not get brake, the container not lash. Those are some of the things that we have to pay key attention to. You understand? Say the road, how they make a road. We can understand the geographical waiting call with capital city is so hilly. So if I've applied CBD, means say for going inside town, I get limited options then. What I mean the road. If I either use Abacha Street or Godwin Street. And when you look at them two streets, then they, for me, for container, you know, see.
So in other words, the accident of them containers so purely deal on the road?
No, I'm not saying it's on the road. At times, but for example, what I for talk now, so let's now say, if my container, my truck's not a brand new truck, the container lash, it get break, but you want to go to Abacha Street, the container for them. It doesn't have anything to do with the truck. It just get to do with the road network because that sloopy side is the balancing of the container. Mind you, container not a normal cargo. Means say again for passing a road with level on this area when you face Abacha Street from that Eastern Police Day where you go down, you attest with me say the road a balance. So if you face that kind of situation at times I don't feel say getting into
let me watch but other road them way perhaps not to that one day,
okay.
But a container they don't fall on day.
Okay.
The one at Lombley and the one safe way up on Eastern. They wouldn't they now because of the bad road?
Okay. Again for do it, what you call we get road signs. Then for example, if I can elaborate on that one I will kill. You know see where they claim Yams farm. As you down the hill so which you get a sloopy hill. And when you look at that road, you don't get any speed bumps, no road signs. We get to call pre-meditating where you drive. For example, if I know say they don't caution me 20 or how many meters, say, hey, yanda, they bad. At the begin, must me break. At the begin, take the measures they want to take before reaching that particular point. On the area of that local, nothing absolutely no day. Once you're done with Yams Farm Hill, right there, now like you fly. So if you the driver, you not be cautious. Now I make you find out say after that particular incident, the recurrent incident, where so many lives were lost, which I always pray say them people are like getting good road. You go agree with me say 3 days after that, accidents happen there.
Okay, so let we come now.
We're not a container, not just private truck, private van. It killed 3 Okada man. So which you go talking that I think it just get to do with waiting. The premeditate, see no road signs, all that kind of things in the nine cause that.
So you don't start this conversation, you don't begin to talk about the road where according to some of the challenges we can make the accident there they be. For let somebody go be a driver of a container, where they can of a truck where they carry a container. Waiting are the measures in place, waiting are the measures they want to put in place, and waiting are the thing they want to watch. Say, well, this person don't can register with we in fits for begin use this for in fits for use this truck for go pull container and go with them.
Okay, I think say one of the things that we qualify you for a trailer driver or truck driver, again for with the license. We go to call ABCDE.
So somebody can't show you the license we get for all land there. You say okay because you don't produce a license again it says stone I can do.
Of course, some companies do. You get some companies that will do test based on say you license qualification. We go through tests. Say at least you substantiate say this license where they show so are capable of driving a truck on the road on a safety measure and kind of stuff. Then they.
So one thing when Mr. Kaiton gets up now say they don't engage you now for say for tell you say now this and this for do if somebody they ride and truck or any other one another big truck then now this and this for do. How the engagements don't sound like, but according to Mr. Kaiton they engage you now, but we still see the accidents and the happen. How the engagements sound like?
If I can be honest with you, question where you asked now that they really engage with, I think we don't go 1 or 2 meetings with the ED, and some of the things that we as an institution they try for do and try for implement some of those rules. For example, Mr. Tony just mentioned say we know we country right now we get drivers right now where they under the influence of within drugs and kind of thing, and they as an institution what they try for do within the ports. I mean outside the port they will get people who they sell drugs to drivers. So we as an institution thought and fit say no it for the problem happen. We get for me the problem and try for stop the problem, not the way the issue happen, then you go try for get a solution. So
okay.
And we institutionally decide to get the meeting with the AIG, we in Ejikane East for see if them bad boys and they around that vicinity today, then we get rid of them because when they say driver take drugs, now it gets it's abusa in the cell and within the port or outside the port and kind of stuff. Then
okay, we're continuing for the week to get somebody from the port. Well, inside the program now, na time follow we go break. After the break, we can talk to Mike Ivan Kapinde Vandi, when at the head of media and public relations na port, we go can explain what then they do as then at the landlord who side then container they are the load na then truck here for going at different parts then at the country. The program they continue and we take break.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abule fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Now so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
Kano Immigration and Visa Services is your best service provider to travel to Canada on study, work, or pleasure. We can facilitate your visa process, work permits, express entry program, family sponsorship, Canadian school admissions, Canadian citizenship, self-employed persons program, and many more. Come to us at 28 Walpole Street, Siaka Stephen Street, Freetown, or reach us via email at info@canoimmigration.com or via 075-143-299. For more information, go to www.canoimmigration.com. We are at your service.
From the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We already bring this edition. My name is Yeno Kabian.
And my name is Chengno Jalo.
So let me come now over to the head of media and public relations, na port, when I Mark Ivan Kapinde Vandi, where they are for talk as na then the landlord. You don't listen to waiting SLIS, they don't talk. You don't listen to waiting the drivers, them Indigenous Drivers Association, they don't talk, but they don't concern themselves. And that Mr. Kaitonge self don't talk by the own. Una don they say na don ya na the container, then they come out, they load na the truck them, then they come up. Let we look before any truck go under for load container. Waiting that particular truck driver they forget, or waiting the container forget for say una satisfy with them and say where you don't free now for come and go left the goods them, or una can go with them.
Okay, so first off, I want to make one few clarifications, because in the discussions before now, the container for done, there is hardly a case of hearing that a container for done. Now container wholly truck, then they get accident. Even the one Rokel, when a recent case study where my elder brother, Mr. Kaitonge, been they talk about Jishno, and I read they tell him I say the container be fastened to the truck to a point that you cannot say the container not for them at all. Now a mechanical failure, now attack now happen to the vehicle, we make it get the accident. So now coming to the fact that we as landlords, because the Sierra Leone Ports and Harbors Authority, they operate a landlord port, and inside the landlord model, we as an authority, they provide the requisite environment for all and different players them, whether the ITOE, whether it come to customs, whether it come to, AGL and all other stakeholders them around there. So what do we do when these containers they come? We they ensure the first thing we they look out for, now get for be the license and insurance. You understand? License and insurance are the very first thing we they look for. and as that are the very first criteria for let we go give you port pass for let you get access as a container. I mean as a truck for come inside it for let we load this vehicle with container. Another thing where we look out for, for see if you get fast lock mechanism for ensure that as we load that you truck there, you know, we'll go and, the container they shake and then before them cause some mayhem. Let me just take an example with the incidents that will kill. If that container not been fastened to the truck and then they been for them, we will have talking about way over 7-8 people we get injured or we lost their lives them. And as an authority, we want to sympathize with family members them. We lost them, family persons them that the accident day. So these are things we've been looking out for, and also ensuring that we very much passionate about ensuring that then vehicle them not get tires we very smooth or worn out tires them, because if we notice say your vehicle get worn out tire or is smooth, definitely we know they load you. We they tell you outright. And if we know say get a lashing mechanism or a fast lock mechanism for let we able for fix the container tow you truck when we load the truck, definitely we write an advice to the security at the gate and inform and say this vehicle with this registration number not for left the spot.
So Ivan, no say the problem there, because if you go around Klein Town, you see them container the way they you watch first. Now we look at the container the way they on top the truck. They know the tie, they not get chain. Some now they normal rope them you can see. They normal rope them can sell down the Kiana. Now they rope them you can see them inside them container them with. Then you they see the truck the way they load the container them. Then the entire them smooth. Some not they in good condition. But you say una get them measures there. One are they put in place before una load container. What's the problem there?
The thing with you saying them tires could be smooth and all, like I say, we ensure that if you get worn out tires, if you get smooth tires, we know they load that. Now the thing with containers, probably we not get where you see that treats we not get lashing mechanism. Now as at yesterday, after later in the day we've been getting a meeting with different players, because after we and SLISA don't sit down and ensure that we put these new street measures them together. We believe as an authority that one and not the club. And because one and not the club, we need every player for collaborate with we, for let we make sure say these measures we don't put in place work. So there was a meeting yesterday. We even find out say there are times, because we operations, of course, we on monitoring stops right at we get. After that going forward, we not get jurisdiction over that. So we don't notice yesterday in the meeting, as it was reported, that there are some of these drivers them after they don't left the port. Then they take off them the chains or the lashing mechanism.
I don't know that.
We got that in a meeting yesterday.
Okay, from who that's them?
Like I say, we've been getting different players them inside the meeting there yesterday. Say this could be a problem. You understand? But like I say, we jurisdiction stop at we get. Moving forward, other players then they
for
take
clarity, you confirm to this medium say all vehicle will they come inside the port and come out good for apply the road?
All vehicle where they come and left the port. Now vehicles we first off, we don't check, then get license and insurance, and hence then get license and insurance. It means they've been certified by the Road Safety Authority for apply the routes. Now, there are times where the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority they send we an advice for say vehicle A, B, C or so. No would worry because of this.
If Nadande you want for say,
after they don't fix up then road unworthiness, they are okay to move.
Okay, because if Nadande they say now days ago we did it with Sierra Leone Safety Authority, who say vehicle in the common inside the port, then still get issues. We get videos of them and we get audio recording of them. So my colleague asks you, who said the problem? You say now we don't be now they cannot come outside the gate, but there are vehicles where they come inside the port. We still get them problem here. So just after the gate where they come out, you see them and they be arrest them. Then two over how many vehicles? So the problem about go to now. So that is why I don't say as an authority we they play with part insofar as monitoring we own area is concerned. Now make Yusuf mentioned say the Road Safety Authority was right outside the gate for enforce and for take part for take charge of the vehicle will come inside the port we get some faults them. Either they not get the twist lock as they can call her, or the entire and smooth or other issues them.
The
This
twist
will
lock.
confirm.
I
The director of
don't
safety will confirm that one.
I don't say.
Vehicle and common inside to now we get issues.
So I don't say, and I still maintain that hence you not get twist lock. We know they load you. Hence you not get twist lock. We know they load that truck there at all. Because that is the very first thing where we they look out for.
So how
when
the
these
vehicle
trucks
come
don't come
inside and I will not get twist lock?
Every vehicle where they come out inside the port gets a twist lock.
So
you can check that.
Okay, so it's according to you say now they don't come inside the ports, then come, then they pull.
Allegedly.
Good. Because according to you say the information when I get, I need they pull and chain, they pull and twist lock and all. In all this way, when I don't gather, wait, una concerned, but then see how we don't happen because with this kind of information, on I don't receive.
Yes, we are concerned. You know, in as much as we don't get measures than before, we don't put in place, there have been some lapses, one or two. You understand? And at this make, we don't engage and join hand with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority and even the ITOA and every other player. You understand? Like I stated before now, one hand no the clap. So if you want for clap, you get for ensure say you use your two hands, which means you get for collaborate with different players them for not able. So that is why we come together for let we put new measures them for outside the gaps then let we close them gaps them moving forward for prevent any case of eventuality.
So you know things una for monitor even though they don't come on at the ports that around that Klein Town area because you self got test to me say we go down that Klein Town area outside the container then they come out come up and all from down the port to side and they come out and they come up you they see some container not in good condition you they see they not get
you mean we they see some trucks we not get good condition not containers
truck then they we not in a good condition even container themselves we not get the twist lock we not get waiting for all them together we don't see them at the ports where they come up.
So like I say the Sierra Leone Ports and Harbors Authority by mandate we not get the jurisdiction for let's say Motka they go na treat for let we go for go arrest them. No, we mandate not reach that side. You understand? So now that's make we get the Road Safety Authority. We probably if a driver of a haulage truck one goes some kind way, then definitely then go take the actions necessary.
Okay,
but then we don't put these measures them together, and we they look forward to collaborating with all the key players them for ensure that outside the lapses, outside the loopholes them we close the loopholes them and we move forward for the better.
So Ivan, continue for the between the program. Well, on the line now we can get Engineer Jalid Momodu, when are the Director General of Sierra Leone Roads Authority, when are they responsible for make the road them na the country. But earlier on we don't get info according to Issa Izosise, when are the chairman for the Indigenous Transport Owners Association, say one challenge and one problem don't they happen to because of the accident they don't happen. Now the type of road them make measures of the Abacha Street Road and other road and safely Rokel Road and describe and say not in good condition make the accident be. But for now how we know the time like make we get Engineer Alfred Jalid Momodu on the line. Good morning, Engineer, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Yeah, good morning, Tapsil, and good morning, 1921. Good morning, the people of this country.
Okay, Engineer, you don't listen to waiting Issa Sise when I the chairman for the Indigenous Transport Owners Association and say one challenge where they don't get and waiting on they make the accidents that don't happen at the country now because of the road they're not there in good condition. What do you make up of this?
Tapsil, it's really sad when situations like that when they are happening. Now the country people will blame everybody but themselves. The vehicles them, especially not focus on them trucks them where they convey then containers them. It's an open secret in this country. Everybody, even the kids, knows in them vehicle there, they're in the worst state. In fact, when people don't use them trucks then, now on a side they don't make the money for that truck then when they want to trade it now, they send it for them to go transport what they call it, containers. Everybody they see them containers there. Look, I'm on the highway right now, just for which Makite. I just passed one container, you don't get any knock, you don't get tie, no nothing, it didn't matter. The fact is them of carry and most of them they're in states of disrepair. The vehicle owners they know very well, but because they want to get money they continue for putting on the road. You talk about the road in condition. Until I don't follow a sport road. Until I don't follow weekend road. Until I don't follow every other side. container don't for them. Container the front all the highways then for go put local, for go Bo, for go McKinney, for look everywhere. So are we saying we don't get 1 day length of good road at this country? Because container for every side. Every side container for them.
So engineer, I make mention.
The fact of the matter is, then people they ought for no say 3 reasons they're responsible for the accidents there. The road condition, we not deny that. The motor car in condition, and of course the very driver in condition. Why? We don't get instances. I just give this classical example. There was a time that Spur Road when they run down to the Zombie police station. Because every day, one truck will come, he hits the runabout. Of course, the police they take them to the station and they go make statements. And then the people that are around, including the very guy who they get the motor car, oh, now the road, that road they can't do by the runabout. But we, as road authority, we look out for blind spots, we want to cause accidents then, so we can always go to the police station for look at the statements what the drivers they make. I'm telling you that you about 90 to 95% of the statements there, the drivers that they tell you say, where I reach from Sab, where they come out, they mass the brakes not come out. You can check what they tell you with the police.
Engineer, according to the chairman, he make mention of 2 roads there when he say don't they na problem we container them and then truck they not able for ride where they carry container them. He make mention of the Eastern Police and safe the Rokel in say no they in a good condition. So what you get for say about this? They road there then 2 particular road here when talk about they in good condition for like truck them able truck the way get container able for ride there.
Eastern Police and outside.
Rokel, who said the accidents can be.
Rokel, who said the accident happened.
Yes, sir.
In fact, from Wellington, stay up to Mashaka, that man is going to spot for me any side when the road get problem. We all go and see who said that accident happened at Rokel. What's wrong with that road condition? Who said that accident happened at Rokel? And thank God, the general public they listen. What's wrong with that condition? So that accident happened. Really, the man don't attest that is very serious. Now mechanical failure. Which is not. Like that is a mechanical failure. So how road come inside now? Now because me not in a studio. But over and above that, the Eastern Police Highway is the tugboat. Which they will consider not the past day. Every consider we pass the day for them. Those are the points that we go to look at. They will know. And the containers the way they for them. Then they check the reasons why they for them. Then tie, the brakes then good, the tires then okay. The drivers then, and in recent times, the state of mind of drivers then, that's no secret that they are on substances. Except the very few. They are all on substances. Are they checking all of these and they brutalize them? In the drive on the highway, in the common, for example, in Mashaka, they go to mile 91. Money 10, in the need to consider them for that area, they will not get one problem. This driver, are they checking whether they get fatigue? Then they look into the fact that when you drive a couple of hours, you're supposed to rest. So these are all the things they're responsible. Where drivers, owners, or whatever the correct name is, they should be checking these drivers. They should be checking their vehicles.
Okay. Okay, plenty thank you where you join me at the program. As you don't make clarification well, in name na Engineer Alfred Jalid Momodu, when at the Director General at the Sierra Leone Roads Authority, as him the response to the chairman for the Indigenous Transport Owners Association, as he say not to the road, as he say not to the bad road them, they make the accidents here, don't they happen with truck, we then for with container, and we can now go for break. After the break, we come back now with studio, and for make with studio guests them respond to some of the things the way Engineer Jalid say now the causes them of the accidents here we can happen.
Cecil, do you know any sharp user I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin use am. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they have buyer, not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. Then don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you dey get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop, all team Dede for you.
The Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources and the National Minerals Agency, NMA, proudly announced the second edition of the Sierra Leone Mining Week, which will be celebrated with events set to take place this year at the Freetown International Conference Center from 19th to 23rd May. This year's theme is Our Mineral Resources, Responsible Mining, Value Multiplication, and Shared Prosperity. One of the features of this year's celebration is the 11th African Diamond Producers Association ADPA's ordinary meeting of the Council of Ministers, consisting 19 countries, where Sierra Leone's Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources will serve as host and chairman. Other events for this important mining week include panel discussions of professionals from several sectors to discuss various mining issues. What's more, there will be an exhibition of Sierra Leone's precious minerals. That is why the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources and the National Minerals Agency jointly invite you to come witness and share your experiences in the mining sector. Registration to attend is free. For further information, please visit www.events.nma.gov.sl or make a quick trip to the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources or the National Minerals Agency at New England, Freetown. It's time to talk about the golden glow of gold and other natural national minerals.
Good morning, salute. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today we look inside the issue of continue the way they follow and kill people. So forget this discussion. We get different government office them and serve people and they in charge of them containers on the program. We don't do several of the discussion earlier on the program. We'll come back to you, Mr. Augustine. We come out now the Directorate of Road and Safety and Enforcement at the Sierra Leone Roads Authority. A lot of allegations on the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. One come out from the Indigenous Transport Owners Association is a one reason we make them continue to the follow because they not get traffic signs in the road, and I believe say SLRS charge with that responsibility there. And also this before now we all be there at the exit of Wataki, say we apprehend but vehicle seize them because of their lack certain thing them for make them ply the road. But in the explanation of the communications person from the Salon Port and Harbour Authority, say all the concerns they come inside to them, they in good order and good for one. What's I respond to them to allegation there?
Of course, this we are national leaders there. So when we actually get the increment there, we get for be playing because the life is safe is yours and road safety is a collective, a shared responsibility. It don't happen to the people in okay. It can be me. We don't suffer as a result of that. We be a public relation officer. We be so passionate about road safety. Now road they die very close to my 38. Even recently, when the accident happened at okay, as it don't happen, at the end of the place, the ITOA, they get one of the most very active member. With that guy, they no accident, no they happen, no the chairman can attest to him. He was with me there. He left in the chairman column. Said there was another incident at Black Road. That guy na didn't go die for just common mistakes. So when we there, like we engineer Momodu they say, we get for actually ensure say we bring the issues there to the table. We collaborate on them. Okay. We be very honest and see how they solve the issues.
So you agree say all of the containers they come on at the port and harbour they in good order for one.
You get containers them where they come on at the harbour based on the policies that they would institute. I believe say when I amend the big see, then they actually comply with the policies that they. Secondly, I they also tell you say
the policy of 14 forget.
For instance, you get twist log, you motorcar for license, if they in a very good mechanical condition. And when we go there, you go able to realize say when we launch that operation, they will me say and say that should not actually be much of remedy. But now individual mindset for change. Because like when Mr. Isa say somebody they sell drugs very close to the key. I believe say that can be a factor where they influence driver behavior. Because say this.
So you agree, so you not agree with them on that one? They say all of the vehicle.
All container where they come on at the key, they actually comply with twist lock. So
you not agree with them on that one day.
I don't agree with that. So it's not only about them. It's also about us who they enforce. It's about the ITOA. So what basically we don't do together with the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority, and for more ensure say we don't sign a memorandum of understanding. We don't even give the higher devices. Where would they actually also go? We discuss that for more ensure say one, no container for command that key we license, and we police get for good support because the ONS don't form a tax
team. We go cancel him on now because we go come back na studio and go talk on the measures and the meeting they wanna do all of the different body them for see wanna put measures in place for tap this not for happen. Inside the program now they take one story. Outside the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Alpha Cisse say if Parliament agree for the Constitution of Salon Amendment Act 2025, women in the country go get 30% representation na all elective position them. In talk this way the parliamentary female caucus all want to the engagement with women parliamentarians them. Well, for more on this, make we listen to a reporter Cherino Jano.
This being term, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice being present at the Well of Parliament Hussein table the proposed Constitution of Salon Amendment Act of 2025. The discussion around the review and amendment of this constitution now one way plenty people be done the call for, and early this year government see the need for look inside this constitution and take them to parliament for proper review. For sake of this make the about 30% woman representative them within a parliament being come together for examine the gender provision them inside this proposed Salon constitution. When they talk to woman representative them na parliament and say for the stakeholders them, the clerk na parliament Kemo Conte say now with the bill day before parliament, women them for work together as one for CC parliament put it in them and this new constitution will go benefit them.
So my office, that of the office of the speaker, we are always ready to give you support. And if we are talking about a meaningful constitutional review process and AG, this is a constituent that we cannot gloss over. This is a constituent that we have to pay attention to. If you do not make your voices heard now, it is highly possible that you will miss the ball. And if you miss the ball at this point in time, the goal is not in view. So to me, it is timely, it is it for you to start making the loudest voice about what you want.
In Yon Talk, the president for the Parliamentary Female Caucus, Honorable Bernadette Weatan Songa, self-asked woman parliamentarian them for go over the bill page after page and see how long for make contribution. We go make the life of women and better in the country by the time this constitution go past na parliament.
As we consider the constitution of Sierra Leone in this parliament, it is important that the progress that we've made so far remain firmly in our ears and will echo it to the nation in the supreme law of our land, which is the Constitution itself. We must therefore give careful attention to provisions that strengthen equality before the law, prohibit discrimination on the basis of sex and gender, and support women's equal participation in politics and governance. A strong constitution must do more than express our values. It must protect us. It must stand as a lasting guarantee of justice, equal citizenship, and inclusion for all Sierra Leonean women.
The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Cisse, now the person the champion this bill in Parliament and in office without review and table this document before parliamentarian them. Inside in statements to women parliamentarian them now this engagement, I assure them say inside this proposed constitution, women them will get better representation and equal opportunity for all power like man them now the country.
As we examine the proposed Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2025, we must be clear about what we are doing. We are not just fixing an election law. We are re-engineering the DNA of Sierra Leonean governance to ensure that women are no longer guests in the rooms of power, but the rightful owners of them. This bill, at its core, is about electoral reform. In Sierra Leone, electoral reform is gender reform. For over 30 years, the 1991 Constitution has helped shape our democratic journey. but its electoral provisions often created a winner-takes-all environment that was inherently hostile to women. It favored the loudest voices and the deepest pockets, often pushing women to the periphery of the political process. The 2025 Amendment Act changes the game. It constitutionally mandates a minimum 30% women's quota in line with the Dewey Act. This is the teeth of our reform.
After the statement here, plenty other people will make statements, and inside the own talk, as representative them from the government bench and the opposition, the two different speakers, them one are Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara from the opposition and self Honorable Suleiman Marie Conte from the government bench, being given party and parliamentary leadership commitment say then go work as one for say woman them achieve their interest inside this proposed constitution. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Acheng Nojalo, the report.
Salon, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, inside the program now, we come to the chairman for the Indigenous Transport Owners Association. When you be starting discussion, you talk about the road, them where you say that they don't be the problem. We make on a truck driver, them can get accidents. And on the phone, we be get engineer Jalid Momodu. We say that's not the problem. And the problem, they according to engineer, he say if on a truck, they're not in good condition. If on a ask on a driver, they for rest and all. So you don't listen to engineer. What thing will be your response?
My response is that I think for us to solve this problem also, we get to be honest with ourselves. Say, like when they say you're native man, you agree say you're native man means you get room for change. The thing I want to say now is that I want to tell the engineer, say, now I they pull them off the container where you talk say with container large, waiting and call. Just after the incident, I will kill. For substantiate to they talk, 3 days later, accidents happen. We don't get anything for do with truck. Now a jeep, we bang 3 Okada man there, die. And as at yesterday back, accidents happen at the same place. So means say there is a wake-up call. Now let me go on the spots now and try to identify which are the talk so. Because what the engineer afraid for realize and that I think if they look at say this road also is smooth, but waiting at the safety measures on this smooth road also, like we say we all can attest say when you claim up Yams farm, as you don't claim the hill so, the drive is so sloopy. And at times the slippery of the road, especially when they can't face rain season so. Now, most of the time they can capitalize, say, oh, not driver. At times, it doesn't have anything to do with drivers. If the road slippery, so which you get for make the driver go apply and brake, but yet still they get accidents. So what to me they say now that I still emphasize, say, when you look at the road signs from Yams farm, when I can attest that, when I can go there, when you look at the road signs and from that Yams farm, the way you come down Rokel, at least the photo indicate, say, hey, this slope where you're facing so, now a dangerous slope, all that kind of stuff on there. But nothing like that you will see in that particular road.
Okay.
So just look, now you're not getting anything for this container. Now container gets accidents day, 3 days later, a jeep truck gets accident day with 3 Okada man die. The police can attest that. Then as I test back, accidents happen day.
Okay.
So wait till they talk about say na truck, no license or na sleep, driver didn't rest, and office say that's not true.
Okay, continue for the week the program. Inside the program now, not for we take break.
You bland taste ice cream and you don't feel like an ice cream? No worry again, because Blue Moon ice cream don't come for you.
Blue Moon ice cream na salon that they make up and it get different flavor them like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, almond, bubble gum, plain yogurt, chocobar, ice pop, and different other flavor them.
You're available in all supermarkets and we shop there in Sandal Street, Wellington Street, Wilkinson Road, and Waterloo. Self, we work man at the Waka, which is the push cart they sell. Now salon the factory day when they make this ice cream here. So get better taste with Blue Moon ice cream. It's refreshing and they give you more satisfaction.
For more information, you can call we on 077 633 633. Blue Moon ice cream, the taste of happiness.
Not to know the pressure me.
Hey!
They don't do them more, they don't do them. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the number one foreign exchange bureau in the country, they give all the customers them 1% cashback for every transaction where they make through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA.
Na indon so?
Not so indon so, nice K. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, don't 1% the game. So you will get Fambul, Paddy, or business partner where they send for you money through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA. Run go now any PC and Son shop where they all about the country. For you where they free tongue, PC and Son shop they now 16 Godrich Road Lumley, 59 Wellington Street, 31 Guard Street, 19 Fobe Road, 10 and 53 Sanya Bacha Street, 32A Wilkinson Road, 9 Kuto Road, and 24 City Road Port C. For Waterloo Famulem, within a 9A Liverpool Street, Waterloo, for we Famulem where they upline, within a 76 Sky Corridor Road Corner, within a 5 Palmer Street Kabbalah, 54 Dambala Road Bo, within a number 4 Denby Street Kenema, 39 Robane Road Makeni, 137 Airport Ferry Road Lunge, Lagos Compound Kailaun, and 35 IDA Road, Gambia. Tell your neighbor say, PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the 1% the game.
Continue to come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we take one power line material and most of the Chief Executive Officer and the Salo and the Good Maintenance Fund Administration Engineer Mohamed Kalon say the memorandum of understanding they don't sign with the International Labour Organization will make them do maintenance, feeder road them and bridge them now all the 16 districts them in the country. You know, Kabia gets more and gonna report.
The Road Maintenance Fund Administration, na government body, we responsible for gather and manage couple for road maintenance na the country. Usai dem can get them couple from fuel profits, vehicle license fee, and other road charge them. Their main aim na for make sure say dem do maintenance for road them across the country, so that then road here go last for long and people go get access to them. More especially the one them within a hard to reach area them. The Road Maintenance Fund don't they work with the Sierra Leone Road Authority, local council them and other partner them for make sure say then do maintenance for bridge and feeder road them. For continue this then work, make the International Labour Organization don't sign one memorandum of understanding with RMFA, where this agreement, RMFA and ILO, they work together for improve feeder road and bridge them. Now all the 16 districts them na the country. This partnership go focus for labor-based road maintenance. Women say then go employ local workmen them, especially youth and women them, for take part for the construction and maintenance process. Where all this are for say, then create sustainable job opportunity for them. The chief technical advisor na ILO, Tondari Monatu, been talk more about this MOU.
Today is a very big day for the hard work that we have put into this. We've come a long way. This has been almost 2 years in the making as we were interfacing and talking about this, trying to see what could come out of the work we were doing. Sometimes when we do projects, we have blueprints, and all we do as project managers is take a blueprint and then say, there's RMFA. We have to go to them because there's a blueprint. Whether RMFA are ready, they are interested, or they have the incentive to do that is not a big. All we do is run them and stuff it down their throats. In the end, we do it 5-10 times over 10 years, and we still get the same outcome. What is happening, what we are witnessing today, did not happen in that manner.
What's in this MOU mean for the Sierra Leone Roads Authority? The Deputy Director for Feeder Road, na the Sierra Leone Roads Authority, Francis Fode Bendu, explained.
I'm made to understand that there's an ongoing training of our engineers, supervisors, and our small SMEs that wants to go into contracting. ILO has been training. I'm also one of those that have benefited from the trainings, both local and overseas trainings. Done so many labor-based training. Almost every year they train contractors, they train supervisors, as well as the engineers. And I saw what labor labor-based did. I doubted it. I said, this was labor-based? They said, yes. Call me some time before I got to that particular site. If you look at the terrain and the kind of work they have been doing some good job. We've actually seen that it's less costly when you use labor-based. The main aim of ILO also is to create jobs. While doing labor-based, this is one of the things you benefit. You also employ along the road corridor community. People gain skills. They also gain livelihood. They take home some little bit what they get from the cost. And the good thing about the ILO is that they don't only pay the SMEs. They also make provision how to pay directly to the labor. Your money is not being trapped by the contractor. They actually take their money in their pockets.
Inside in your talk, the board chairman for IMFA, Andrew Ansu Fatoma, been talk about the change where he say IMFA don't bring road maintenance business in the country.
The impact we have created, the feelers we get from our community people, and even our development partners is showing that we are doing a great job here. If an international organization like ILO could feel so proud, feel so happy to work with us, feel so impressed about our response to their requests, indicates that we at RMFA are doing just one. And I want to encourage all staff members to continue in the good spirit.
Where in they talk after where they don't sign this MOU with ILO, the Chief Executive Officer for RMFA, Engineer Mohamed Kalon, before talk about the importance of the MOU where they sign with ILO.
So we are really, from RMFA point of view, like my board chairman said, it's an opportunity for us, which we take seriously. And with that, we also already know that other partners are watching and they may want to knock on our doors to see how we can partner with them. So for us, it's the way to go. I've also done our management meetings. These are things we've been discussing. It gives an opportunity, it's giving a lot of visibility to what we do, and also appreciation of the work we have done necessarily. And on that note, also, I just want to note that we have a meeting tomorrow with NACSA. Just maybe we are looking ahead, like that. NACSA is also coming tomorrow morning with the German bank KFW, so we have a meeting with them tomorrow. It may also bring other opportunities.
In continue for talk about the different feeder road and bridge them, where it say they don't support for do maintenance pa na the country. Engineer Mohamed Kalon end up say then go make sure say they monitor them road and bridge yam for say they reach international standard, and self been tell thank you to ILO for the support where he say they don't they give them, where this make him be call on other development partner them for support them for do maintenance by road business in the country. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the reports.
And the program we listen to now, Good Morning Sally, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Still inside issues for do with too much accidents where they happen with container them this BNT, we go to different parts them na freedom and get the concern of people but voting and take on this particular thing we don't be. Let me listen to this interview where Sonia Bell and Alassane Bangura do and talk with them people here so.
As a Sierra Leonean, we don't witness so many accidents and we are a big loss to the nation. Daytime, they move all about where I can see containers, then they pass all about now the city, we are the central part of Freetown. We even if we watch them, they whereby they can pack them to container them, they are very risky. They are facing them container they go able to move during the night hour. But if in a daytime, it's very rich towards human life and property.
It can affect you because them big motor the way the road is not big. Summertime decide which side they go catch. We want there bike man they pass there sometimes you catch yourself say na they get you go get accident. So you see it can affect you. It can cause danger. The smoke code and they put first down at one. It's dangerous to people. They make it two we see them they drive so they not get better brake. Quick then don't jump. Some inland they we see that in the reverse it can cause damage. So when they put enforcement more and more.
The big truck there, they don't pass the law say they're not for work at daytime. But okay, see them plenty time then the worker able to broke down on the highway. Now so then they park and then able get no reflector we go so say yes now broke down. At time when they see Okaraman and like who get we all right today now then they draw the cut the truck before we because of na big motor car. So then the work result to accidents them.
Where you come on
What I therefore they stop them. And let two people that go avoid the streets are better. They come on. We're not correct for the level and say something made they work out so no more.
Well, some container in the tie them. So in the tie. You see where they go, the balance. More than the gallop. And outside population they not good. And the government they give for give bad thing. Then they will get in container in the. The government they put on to. They say that government they will get in container there. Then they make sure say they tie the container there. For let not cause problem disaster na the country.
Why the accident boku na the road for them container ya do at the big papa government for let them stop them container ya for the drive na day afternoon morning because it's dangerous for some people and go don't see those side motor they see container they come no way no they follow balance them and two they need to tie the container them with the beg for let the container then go they come na net at least 8 o'clock let them go they come inside.
Wetin me dey feel to say they cause the accidents there. The motor car they hold and they load them container there. They not proper good for load container. Don the container one they need to tie them. They need give them chain. They does the reference so any risks. If container not get chain, e not tie. E get something the way they can give them knob where they tie, where link self in it for them. But if you not get an end, they cause the disaster. Wetin me dey tell papa government do ya because the country right now tight, the road dey all tight. May they allow them container there, may they need to accommodate time. If na around them 12 o'clock, they finish 1 o'clock, then tell them the people that they don't less busy in the streets. Then cable waka, but right now then tell them they the container then they come out, so a very risky.
Welcome back to the program. Well, that a concern of different people across Freetown as they be raise concern with regards to them position or then take on how them continue so they follow and kill people. Earlier on the program, we say all the container they come inside Wataki and load them particular. All the truck they go inside Wataki and load them particular containers so then good order. You hear the concern of people.
So again, I don't correct and I will still continue for correct. Container not they follow and kill people. With all these allegations or with all these views of the people, them truly, if then containers are not lashed to them vehicle, them they, as my brother Isobin they talk now also concerning the bad condition of their road there. If they not be lashed at all, when they reach their road, and like you see container they come up with the and for them, but because they are being lashed right from the port, and that's make you the fair not say we know they get incidents and trucks and they bang people them.
This now,
which is unfortunate.
This is a Fox Pop of over 10 people.
Yes.
You say the opinion, totally wrong.
So
the opinion on
now,
say the container them bad. The truck, the trailer them bad, and the container they not tied. The opinion wrong.
So now they say if the container they're not tied to the trucks, like when they see them if done with all them bad goods, they are what they talk about. But because they are being tied, and that make it if not to container they for them, not trucks them. And this is not about blame game. One life lost is a lot of life lost already. So we I don't still continue to emphasize that we push forward for ensure that there is collaboration. While we do due diligence by loading these containers, and give them the twist locks, and then they move out. The SLISA, the Sierra Leone police, they all they collaborate. You understand? We get different players them, and so we push forward for let we collaborate so that we could tap them motor car accidents them here. As I say, it is not containers ready for them and kill people them. However, it's not a blame game that not to win this and all of that, but because we want to ensure that we prevent them car accident and make we collaborate. And there was another point with regards the term where containers and they move. Now we get the east and the west corridor. The east corridor they go towards the eastern part of Freetown, and the west corridor they come towards the central business district. Now coming towards the central business district, we don't stipulate say until after 8 o'clock. Until after 8 o'clock, then the trucks then go move. Towards the east corridor, it no gets time restriction. As at this time, where they talk to Famulem na Radio Land. But the west corridor, after 8 p.m., and the east corridor, it no get time restriction. And because the west corridor, you get the central business district, more businesses they transact, then they move. But we're not able to keep them, trucks them inside the ports before then in time them for move. Because of the fact that we ports where we get not that quite big for let we keep them trucks them or the containers them they during then time then they take the time reach for let them come out.
Okay.
Because if then did it, then definitely there will be congestion. And so I make where the paperwork's don't be completed, then they come out and park the one way for Canada East until they wait the time where they for move.
Okay, continue for the between the program. Now inside the program now, not time for us to listen to Walkabout.
Anyoja money yeke, ati Friday man, ati Friday, ati Oya, ati na total media, ati there we brother them, there we artist brother them, they not tongue. But the question was the asking that, how them boy had the kind of this tongue frequently? Now to the last time, we get that boy, we get money with them, ati na Obiba, or I don't know what I name, a canton. Now these people and the at times now them people they are them to use for clean the money. At the papa government security sector no put the way how some of them boys and they can not tongue somehow what they can do. Now God one great be you just can see go na that new place, perform small, go back. But the point now that the kind of money where them boys then they take and the kind of show where then they make. I don't think say the calculation is in line. So security sector don't you go na head something una go dey watch how them boys and they kind of discount here. I say bravo to the Salon police. Now to yesterday stand them and then at Junction they try for take keke for go do that this some of errands the way send me. Now see one police officer and New England police. The Tawasi, that motorcar we touch that container we not in good condition. Ain't not they go no side. That's why I ain't got the watch. If that police officer did, it go compromise. That police officer did Tawas and pack that motorcar did. Not the papa got thanking na to with Salon police for the do. Ain't not even tell back why they go na Congo cross. I see the other police officer back they stop the motorcar we touch the container. Say not they go not type it with the motorcar rotting. That is social police. If una want do no work no the do am. So na wickedness in the pound mind. But anyway, New England police, I want to tell you no thank you. Yes, I don't make her impressed. I mean, don't lose hope. But as it say, me hope don't come back. I say, ID will. I know that you're not disciplined, man. Where you put your foot down by anything, man, it happen. But again, New England you know, say, una clean that backyard they small, the scent, don't boku. Not you una clean people them. Una the Jonah walk, but you ana beg with the beg. Uta them bite them back. The scent. I don't have na scent on mommy, but anyway, uno thank you. This is funny. Yesterday back they don't go open office. What kind of problem is not this country here? Now those people party back in day, don't you go and open office up and down. Now some of the office and they don't be sleeping place for them to mambo about them. Now so that the office where them in go stay then the building a Pulteney Street, now in downtown store for them boys there where they tell they have 5 Jumantin then a Belgium. Ati PPSL party na the same thing. Ati that boy we then say na the PRO then na media that how na party people that they put money together for bill. Why won't I mean the opposition and not put that money there together for bill them party office and they now the country resources una they use. Nobody no go tell me don't do I listen to them. Now so TPA party back. Now then they in opposition. Even the office na McKinney is not done yet. Wait till they can have power back. Then begin to go and bill. That's the sources now the country resources una they use. But anyway, let's go to San Tempa una. Ati blackout to blackout. Ati go. Ati write your official letter for let that boy go indefinite leave. How you go there? You know they address people. The business they go back to work every day. You know, like this thing they say, I tell you the last thing, say, one in the West London people, they resign because they're not able to meet certain demand of the public. But you need to collect salary, you dey travel, but God day. Me, na the honorable Picky Walkabout.
For me, go now social media platform, them on Facebook and YouTube, and take some of the comments them where people don't left na the program. This first person comment I go take now Facebook page when David Joseph Ali. You say good morning to democracy. He say this gentleman is not saying the truth. SLRSA need to enforce good traffic rules.
From Christian on our Facebook say, with all your respect, sir, I cannot comprehend how the truck will be locked at Wataki and be unlocked outside allegedly. Please be honest to us, sir.
This other person, Amadou Bango, and say good program Radio Democracy. He say the issue is lawlessness and the desire to make money faster. The container has a point of trying it against the truck, but drivers do not care.
From Alex Cargo, they say very good program. The challenges are there. The sustainability of our activists and the authority responsible only come on the drawing board after disaster occur.
This other person say Radio Democracy. The problem is not with the traffic warden too much. You shouldn't have also invited the traffic coordinator from SLP for more clarification on the container issue.
From Medkaba, they say the chairman is very dishonest by linking container accidents to bad roads in the city.
This other person of fire, it is said to be honest, most of the container vehicles are not roadworthy.
From David Joseph Ali on our Facebook page, they say the majority of the vehicles that transport these containers are not roadworthy, and the traffic warding are not enforcing the road traffic rules.
This other person, Amara Farmer, they say good morning, Radio Democracy. Some of these container drivers are lawless, so the Sierra Leone police need to send some of the drivers to court.
And this other one, they say with all the explanation, they see for say the three body they not agree on waiting and it's talk on. I really need for put things in place so then see any happen again.
This other post they ask what's the relationship between the Port and Harbour Authority and serve that of the indigenous transport owners.
Okay, because of time, now some of the messages then that's what we read inside the program. Look into you Augustine Kaitonge. You don't listen to the messages then.
Something I want for just make clarifications on. Sahara Road Safety Authority, the creatory for more generate revenue from drivers, licensing, and other things. That road fund will they generate. We get portion of that road fund will they give IMFA. May IMFA transfer that money to SLI and they get the responsibility for make road signs. That one it in the law and that what they do on daily basis. If we get 10,000 news, that 10,000 there is a portion who they actually give IMFA for me they give SLI for me they put road signs and markings in the road. Also the policy they say yes, I agree. More we try for count together in this. This will happen. And because it happened, we look at remedial solutions then now we need for apply. That is why the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, in partnership with the Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority, we don't get actually measures, we don't do a press release, we don't put strict parameters that we say each and every container going forward now for able to get her. Also, the ONS who they in charge of national security, they don't call you to a meeting. They don't set a task force. With that task force, they don't give you they don't apply mandates there. Each and every institution for able enforce. And we, SLISA on the part, the issues them where we say we get responsibility for do. I want to assure the public say we will do it. Also, we don't introduce mandated tests where the person they say the container they know road yes. Some of these containers are not fit for the road. And that is why we be don't get that kind blame say we they give their licenses. And that licenses they serve as way of validating them to run the road. So what we don't do? There's a mandated test now. When Mr. Isa says, when you not renew, even when you want to renew your container now, that container they cut an SLISA, we can't do tests of fitness on it when a competent test from here on a road. Without that, we not give you license again. And when we see that container on a road, the way 98.1 we go walk with we they arrest you. Can you go now meet my guy? Okay, very big facility there. You go there, when you can, you want to release that container. It's only about the toad on one. But we make sure say each and every component will defect na that container dey. We for able to ensure say you get them fixed and we ask them when we embark on routine maintenance. Motorcar only roadworthy at the time of examination. Okay. But when we embark on routine maintenance, so that motorcar also go also be good day na road, the roadworthy, and we go reduce the kind needless deaths there. So we call it Sierra Leone as the family, the papa, the sisters there, they face. We not go tell way for this country. We don't join the Africa Road Safety Charter. We don't put Sierra Leone na Africa map in terms of road safety. And there are a lot of parameters. Where that charter get 31 articles there. Now on a popularization with the owner.
we dey Poloko yesterday, we dey all over for more make sure say we don't actually do that kind of thing. And
okay.
we move as a nation for more ensure say we reduce the fatalities there. When a small vehicle will get in this country.
Okay, plenty thank you, joining the program. My name is Augustine Kaitonge. I'm the Director of Road Safety and Enforcement at the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. Plenty thank you, joining the program. Law Council now is assisting and the chairman for the Indigenous Transport Owners Association. You don't listen to the messages them and serve the advice way Augustine Kaitonge give go respond to them.
The thing I want to say, according to the text when I just read, that one of the speakers just say it gets for with time, especially when you apply the CBD when inside town. One of the constraints they would face are that like when colleague just say we port so tiny, you get some containers that we don't do the documentation. So means say if you don't know the documentation, we get forgive way to the one day we not load it. Means say therefore vacate the ports. But here comes now we own ports in Salonia, so we need to work at throughout the African country, then get a parking space or parking lots for them containers okay don't done the wait time all that kind of stuff. Then they on the own side now we not get a parking space here. So means say you drive the truck, you have been forced to out of that particular thing, and some drivers then keeping forced for going there. But let's say forget the parking space. The way in then put post in the say in at this time so you don't exit the port, you don't give road to that other man for the inside, you don't decongest, you don't help for decongest whilst are waiting to apply the CB or other places them. The other thing I want to talk now is that just like we both my colleagues they say, we get for collaborate. In as much as the problem don't they happen, I feel say the thing with Paramount now soon and how we for do a fixing, how we for fix them problem also for money happen again. Now some of the things the way my institution don't put in place now that come next week with the mount a checkpoint because we get for do it unanimously. Okay. Then one gonna go do. Now me as the chairman we they put a spot check on Klein Town. Now we first they begin check your truck before going the ports. For example, we get criteria just like we call it this way for meet. For example, license. Other things the way for it. If you don't get them right away, I get marshals in the streets with the turn right back. So by so doing, I don't help the ports and that of the SLRSA for the office.
Okay. Plenty thank you, joining the program. Na Isa Izo Sise, chairman in the Indigenous Transport Owners Association. We don't be there at the program. They get their own concern. Welcome to Mark Ivan Kapindi Vandi, head of media and public relations. Na port. You don't listen to the messages, they go respond.
Yes, so there was somebody where they asked about we relationship with the Indigenous Transport Owners Association. Like I've been on states before, we na landlord na the maritime business inside na the ports here so, and so we rely wholly and solely on the different players, them including the Indigenous Transport Owners Association, and so we have a good relationship with them. The chairman is here; he can attest to that one day, and that make even we there. They still try to ensure that we put all these measures together and we effect them. And there was somebody talking about the roadworthy assurance. Of course, my brother from SLRSA don't talk about we don't put measures in place and then for the check the roadworthiness of them vehicle them here. So vehicles and within the earmark say this not for apply the routes. Of course, and they give you a list of them. Say vehicle A, B, C, D, not for apply the routes then because of A, B, C, and D reasons. And so when that vehicle reach to we not even grant them access for enter inside the port. They also give you handheld devices where we will check for authenticate the licenses of them vehicle them here because before now we not been get standing. But as the collaboration they carry on, they don't give you handheld devices. And then, lots of people raise this concern about, old vehicles coming to the port and all of that. Some people they get them new vehicles and they can't go to the mining sector, who sign money there and all of them thing and they. So we want to encourage players and want to encourage individuals and companies. Make them, invest into this one. Because I tell you one thing, port business now and port operations now business. When I don't they see quite recently, we even don't get about $8 million in dividend and all of that out of all the revenue they are will generate. And so if we should continue contributing to the national basket, financial basket, then we need all players, including the transport owners, including the road safety authorities and every other player for let we able to ensure say life and property of people are kept safe and equally we're able to generate the revenue for national development accordingly.
Okay, plenty thank you joining the program. In the name na Mark Ivan Kapindi Vandi, in the head of media and public relations, now port, where they have to talk about the different name we get for do with container and the work they say for they don't do, and say for be able to tell thank you to different studio guests them for where una don't talk on different things them now una don't the measures una don't put in place for CC container accidents they not happen again at the country. Jalo.
Well, now so the program go left for today. Plenty thank you to the production team. Now Sapchi Kalon produce this program and DJ Kima make una able for get to live on we radio line and self make camera bango and make family before watch we live on our Facebook and YouTube page. So to meet again next time we bring this program come to you this Friday. Me your name na Chengno Jalo they say Juma Mubarak.
And me na Kabia and for Monday Radio Democracy they begin the program Good Morning Salon. They starts from 7:30 and on 9:30. We just want to let we listeners them and we guests them know for the new development where we don't make for sake of the Good Morning Salon program. Tata.